If you receive Social Security or disability benefits, then there's some really good news coming your way. Social Security is preparing to send out a new round of payments this month, but before you start expecting that deposit, there are a few important updates you need to understand, especially since this all comes while the government is still under a partial shutdown. Many seniors are worried. Will my check be delayed? Will the shutdown freeze payments? Let's clear up every bit of confusion today. We'll go through who's getting paid, when the money arrives, how shutdown delays might affect you, and what steps you can take if your check doesn't show up on time. So, stay with me till the end. This is an important update for every Social Security recipient. Look at this. Really, it will make you happy. Social Security to send out payments on Wednesday, October 22nd. Here's who's getting a check. Millions of Americans who depend on Social Security every month can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Despite all the uncertainty in Washington, the Social Security Administration, SSA, has confirmed that the next batch of payments is on schedule. Yes, payments will begin rolling out on Wednesday, October 22nd, and certain groups of recipients will be included in this round. Now, before we go into the exact details of who's getting paid on that date, it's worth understanding why some people get their money earlier or later than others. Social Security doesn't send all payments at once. They're divided into several groups depending on your date of birth and the type of benefit you receive. Look at this. It will shock you. Millions of Social Security beneficiaries are due to get their benefits next week as the SSA pledges to pay out on time despite the shutdown. That's a direct statement from the agency. Even with the federal government partially shut down, Social Security checks are still being processed and mailed or deposited electronically as usual. So, if you rely on your monthly benefit for living expenses, groceries, or medical costs, rest assured, your money isn't being held up. But there's one small catch. While payments are going out on time, some services and assistance lines may be running slower than usual because many government employees are currently on furlough. That means if you call to report a missing payment, expect longer wait times. So patience will be key in the next week or two. Look at this. Next week, the Social Security Administration, SSA, is due to complete the distribution of October 2025 Social Security benefits, sending out payments to the month's final group of recipients. This marks the final payout cycle for October benefits. By the end of next week, everyone who's supposed to receive a check this month will have it, provided their banking or mailing information is up to date. Look at this. The SSA has said the distribution of benefits will continue with no change in payment dates. That's the most reassuring line of all. So, even with headlines about government shutdowns, Social Security remains steady. The system is designed to keep paying out benefits even when other federal agencies temporarily pause operations. Look at this. Who's getting a Social Security payment on October 22nd? Next Wednesday, payments are to be made to certain recipients of retirement benefits, Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, or Survivor Pay. If you fall into one of these categories, then your check should arrive either by direct deposit or paper mail on Wednesday, October 22nd. Now, here's how the SSA determines exactly who gets paid on each Wednesday. Look at this. A recipient's designated Wednesday is determined by the date of birth of the worker whose Social Security taxes have accumulated the benefits entitlement. That means your birthday decides your pay date. If the worker whose record your benefits are based on, whether it's your own or a spouse's, was born late in the month, then your payment likely falls on the third or fourth Wednesday. So, let's break it down specifically for October. October 22's payments cover birthdays that fall between the 21st and 31st of each month. If your birthday lands between those dates, then this upcoming Wednesday is your payment day. It's that simple. Now let's look at the complete payment schedule for the entire month of October 2025. Look at this. WEDS. Payment schedule. October 2025. WEDS. October 8th. Workers born on 1st to 10th WEDS. October 15th. Workers born on 11th to 20th WEDS, October 22nd. Workers born on 21st to 31st SO. October 22nd closes out this month's Social Security payment schedule. If you already received your deposit earlier in the month, that means your payment was tied to an earlier birth date range. You're all set. But if you're still waiting, this is your week. Look at this. Who doesn't get their check on the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th Wednesday of the month? Some long-term Social Security beneficiaries, if you began receiving retirement, SSDI, or survivor benefits before May 1997, your check typically goes out on the 3rd day of each month, regardless of your date of birth. That's because those early recipients were locked into the old payment system that predates the current, Wednesday cycle introduced years later. So, if you're in that group, your October payment should have already arrived on the 3rd of the month. If it hasn't, double-check your bank or direct deposit account right away. Now let's talk about SSI beneficiaries, because your schedule is a little different. This month, you'll actually be receiving 2 payments. The first went out on October 1st, and the second will arrive on October 31st. The reason is simple. The November 1st payment date falls on a weekend, so it's being sent out early on the last business day of October. That's standard SSA practice. Look at this. Government shutdown impacting Social Security. What to know about payments? Help! More, here's the section that's been worrying a lot of retirees and disability recipients. With the government partially shut down, many people fear interruptions in services or delays in payments. The good news is your monthly benefits will continue on schedule. However, you might face slower customer service or longer response times if you try to contact the SSA by phone or visit a local office. Here's what you need to know if your payment doesn't show up. Wait at least 3 business days before taking action. Sometimes banks process deposits a bit later, especially during weekends or holidays. Contact your financial institution first. They can confirm whether the payment is pending or delayed. If still missing after 3 business days, contact the Social Security Administration directly. You can call their toll-free number or visit your local office. But keep in mind, during the shutdown, staff shortages mean longer hold times. Be patient but persistent. Now, a quick but important reminder. If you're still receiving paper checks, the SSA has been gradually transitioning all recipients to direct deposit or direct express debit cards. Paper checks can sometimes face postal delays and, in rare cases, may be discontinued entirely in future policy updates. If your payment hasn't arrived and you still use paper mail, you might want to contact SSA to update your deposit method. It's faster, safer, and far more reliable. Another thing worth noting is that customer service lines are overwhelmed right now. Many recipients have reported waiting hours before speaking to an agent. That's mainly because during shutdowns, some employees work without pay or reduced hours. So, what can you do? Use the My Social Security online account instead of calling, if possible. Through your online account, you can check your payment history, verify deposit dates, or update your banking details, all without waiting on hold. It's a lot faster and more efficient, especially during times like these. As we close out this update, let's quickly recap the most important points. If you've checked all the right boxes, your banking details are up to date, your birth date falls in the right range, and you've been receiving benefits normally, your October 22nd payment should arrive right on time. So, no need to panic about the government shutdown headlines. Your Social Security benefits are safe, secure, and still being paid without interruption. And if you found this helpful, take a moment to share it with someone who also receives Social Security. It might help them understand the schedule and avoid unnecessary worry. Thank you for watching and staying safe. Your financial peace of mind matters, and updates like these make sure you're always one step ahead.